Right. Welcome, folks. Our continued journey in the mornings, learning the mimer, Rebbe's mimer, Vayikra, Moshe, called to Moshe. God calls an endearment. Vayidaber, and he says, Hashem, Elav Tivahim Ma'el, I made from the El Mayed, Adam Ki Yakri Mikem, when a person will give, bring an offering. So it's about the offering and how we're empowered to bring that offering, how we have the power, right? Um, excuse me. Okay, I think we need a little Chaim over here. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Mishach V'Barei. Chaim. So, two things that we're empowered with: the divine soul and Torah. So, Torah, the way it is in its revealed state, the world is nothing before it. It's so powerful. It is world's nothing. But then there is Torah, the way it's rooted in the essence of God. In the essence of God, as opposed to, divine wisdom. So divine wisdom, the world is nothing compared to divine wisdom. After all, Torah is one with the divine. But then the way Torah is rooted in the core essence of God, beyond being wisdom, beyond anything, that Torah can come down here, is actually meant to be down here. And that's why we use the metaphor of water. It's not meant for up there. It's meant for over here. Just as water is not meant for the top of the mountain, it's meant for the bottom of the mountain. It's meant for our consumption down here, our usage down here, ultimately. And naturally, it gravitates to the lowest level, right? Excuse me. Excuse me. Right. Furthermore, we can understand then, based on this idea, that Torah is down here, God's divine will and pleasure is down here in our Avodah, in our divine service, what matters. So this we can understand further in chapter 4 of Tanya, when the Alter Rebbe says that God, when we study Torah, as we're doing right now, he has a royal embrace. He embraces us with his right hand, is the metaphor, because right is kindness and water. What do I mean, and water? Because kindness emphasizes, when a person is giving, just as in human terms, kindness emphasizes the individual who is being kind and giving. That's what kindness emphasizes. Water emphasizes where that kindness is meant to go, right? Water is not meant to be on top of the mountain. It's meant to, again, naturally it goes down the mountain and finds the lowest place, right? And finds the lowest place. So that's why the Alter Rebbe brings that the right hand that God embraces us when we study Torah is not just an aspect of chesed, of kindness, meaning showing his great kindness, like, no, 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 no. This is where Torah is meant to be, and it's meant to be down here. Um, in other words, even though there's a spiritual aspect of Torah that is the world is like nothing before it, but that's not it's the way it's rooted in the essence of God is actually that it's meant to be over here and that we get the royal embrace when we study it. Now, together with that, we can then understand the phrase Zeus HaTorah Adam. This is the Torah Adam, man. Now we bring the two ideas together, right? The two empowerments that we need in order that we can bring an offering that's an endearment to God is the two things we have is Adam, right? The unity and the oneness of the soul, right? That's what we explained till now. Now we're going to go into another layer, and of course, Torah, right? Those are the two empowerments that we have. So now in the verse it says Zois Teras, Zois HaTorah Adam. This is the Torah. This is the law. The way it would be translated Adam, but here it means this is that man is Torah, right? Meaning man, meaning Adam, the level of Adam, right? That we're speaking about, the singularness, right? Because in Adam, we have two things. What are the two things in Adam? Well, let's look at how he was created. He was created in a two-step process. Right? He was created from the earth, Adama, that's why he's called Adam, Adama, which means earth, created from the earth, right? And he's also created from the heavens above, that God breathed into him, blew into him the breath of life, right? Which is then Adameh, right? A different vowelization of the same words means similar to, right? That similar to that which was blown into you, meaning God. So what do we have here? We have the lowest of the low and the highest of the high, right? Earth is of the four. We just finished in Rambam yesterday learning about the four elements of creation, the four elements, fire, the highest, air, water, and the lowest is earth, right? The heaviest, lowest. So he's made from the lowest and from the highest, right? Um, Yet, the Medrash tells us that Adam Arishan, first man, he said, it is nice and fitting that I'm called Adam, Chaim. I'm called Adam because I was created from the earth. So he's looking at himself as the earthly being rather than the heavenly being, right? Which, in the terms of he's looking at the chomer, the matter that he's made from, which is earth, as opposed to the spirit that he's made from, which is heavenly. Why? Because Adam Arisha, the first man, In his wisdom, he grasped that the body, right, is created from the Adama, from the earth, right? There's something greater than even his soul. Why? Because the the greater something is in its root source, the greater its fall is when it comes down here, right? A little child, when it runs and falls, doesn't go that far down, won't hurt itself. Child won't hurt him or herself that much because the fall isn't so great. But a six tall, big guy, velocity is greater. When he falls, the fall is greater and can do more harm. Now, measure for measure, not obviously, just using this as a metaphor, right? As the term is, um, all those that are higher are are much higher. Their fall is a greater fall. So, with that notion in mind, this is what it means. I said, Torah, Adam. This is Torah, man, Adam, right? The Torah is got these um, two levels. The way the Torah is from above. How is it above when it's revealed in its state above? World is insignificant. The world's nothing. Divine wisdom is it's the world is incomparably not 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 just removed, but nothing. It's of nothing, right? That's similar to Adam, that he's called Adam because he's similar to above, right? He's similar to the spiritual, right? But the Torah that it came down here to the lower level, right? In this world over here, the Torah comes down over here. The fact that it comes down over here is because it's rooted in the core essence of God, in Atmos, in the essence of God, right? And in a state of revealed godliness, there's such things as higher and lower, right? There's such thing as something higher and greater, and something lower. That's in a revealed state of things, like a person, right? When you reveal your wisdom, you reveal your kindness. So, that's a component of you. And relative to that, to your kindness, other things, um, there's a measure of other qualities. Yeah. Oh, his kindness, like he's just, super kind and, always will do a loving act of kindness for somebody. So, there's something to measure. But when you come to the core essence of the person, so there isn't a measurement higher or lower. It's something beyond the measurement. It's once you measure it, that's already something that's revealed and it's got some quality to measure. But in the core essence of the individual, all things are there. All things can be entertained. and nothing is a contradiction, right? So like when a person is revealing their powerful loving kindness, self-restraint is might not exist, right? But in the core essence, is there self-restraint? Yes. Is there loving kindness? Yes. And both can exist simultaneously, right? So likewise, when we're speaking about Torah, the way it's rooted in the essence of God, the fact that it's down here can be equally down here as up there, right? And on the contrary, you know, as water, and that's what the metaphor of water, right? It comes down here. That's really where. So that's similar to the name of Adam, that he's called Adam, not because he's lofty spiritual being, right? Similar to above, is a part of above. Oh, that's already kind of a level, but because he's rooted in a higher place, and not even in reference to his soul, but to his body that's made from the earth, because it comes from even a higher and greater place. It's interesting over here. Hold on one second. Because here we're talking, right? He's called Adam because he's made from the earth. What part's made from the earth? His body, right? So I don't know why he doesn't bring here in the Mimer. I'm surprised because it fits in with in chapter 49 of Tanya what the Alter Rebbe says. Like when God chose the Jew, it's the body that he chose. The soul is different. So in a sense, it's a compelled choice by God. Body is a physical body and no difference. One, all human bodies are the same. That's what he chose with not being compelled. Right. Huh? What do you mean?
Soul is infinite, body finite.
Yeah. Um, I hope that was clear. Let's rephrase that. So again, so he's Torah's Adam. This is Torah. Who's Torah? Adam. So just like in Adam, there's two components. In Torah, there's two components, right? There's Adam, the way he's rooted above in the soul, and there's Adam, the body that is made from the earth. And Adam's praises and sees his uniqueness that he is from the earth, not from heaven, because the heavenly part is a greater light, but light is revelation, not essence. Essence is beyond revelation. So the greatness is that of the body, it comes from rooted in even a higher place. We're in a higher place, which in reference to Torah means there's Torah the way it's revealed. It's a lot, God's wisdom, right? Then there's higher, there's lower. A world is nothing. It's so low. But in essence of God, there's no such thing as higher or lower. Right? No, it's not like the world isn't. The world can be and isn't, and is the same thing. Right? And therefore, it is, meaning it is down here where Torah is to be found in particular. In other words, it's the power down here that we have of the essence of God. Right? Torah's wisdom on high, like the angels that they're going to grow, or the souls in Gan Eden, it's going to be greater revelation, and therefore you're going to greater experience, sense of experience of it, because on an experiential level, experience is what's revealed to you, right? You only experience what's revealed, right? I once heard, I'd like to find the source for this. Whatever we experience 7 parts. Well, on the conscious level, and on the subconscious level, 1,000,000 parts. Right? So what are we experiencing? Minimally of what's going on. Minimally, right? So the revealed level is revealed means just it's a minimal experience. So souls have a minimal experience, but it's tantalizing. It's an experience of godliness. It's tantalizing, right? But Torah is down here, the essence, where it's not tantalizing, right? But this is where it's meant to be. Okay, more to come. Overspoke. Folks, I just want to remind everybody, first of all, we're going to be learning Chumash soon. Please, if possible, instead of going onto Facebook, nothing against Facebook, but if you go onto youtube.com/Tanya Rabbi, then you'll help us gain a better place in YouTube, a better standing, and that would be very helpful. That would be, so if you're watching, if you could watch it on YouTube rather than on Facebook, that would be appreciated. Okay. Anything that you watch of mine, even if it's not live, is appreciated, because then it's going to help our standing. We need that help. Thank you. See you shortly.